Good morning, students. Our next topic is differential equations of geodesics by using normal property. According to normal property, at every point of the geodesic, the principal normal is normal to the surface. So we will use this property to find the differential equation of geodesics. Now, the equation of the surface in general is given by r is equal to r uv. Here u and v are the parameters. Let us find the derivative of this vector r with respect to the arc length s. Because r is a function of u and v, so derivative of vector r with respect to s, that is given by curl r by curl u into du by ds plus curl r by curl v into dv by ds. Now du by ds, that is denoted by u dash, and dv by ds, that is denoted by v dash. So derivative of vector r with respect to s is equal to r1 into u dash plus r2 into v dash. Now let us again differentiate this vector r dash with respect to the parameter s. So from here, if we differentiate by using product rule, the vector r1 as it is, derivative of u dash, that will be u double dash, plus u dash as it is, derivative of vector r1 with respect to s, that is denoted by r1 dash, plus r2 as it is, derivative of v dash is denoted by v double dash, plus v dash as it is, derivative of r2 with respect to s, that is r2 dash. Now let us find the values of r1 dash and r2 dash and substitute in this expression. Now because r1 is also the function of parameters u and v, so if we find the derivative of r1 with respect to s, that is given by curl r1 by curl u into du by ds plus curl r1 by curl v into dv by ds. Now the partial derivative of vector r1 with respect to u, that is denoted by vector r11, this is u dash. Partial derivative of r1 with respect to v, that is denoted by r12, and this term as it is. So we have obtained partial derivative of vector r1 with respect to u, with respect to s. In the same way, we can find partial derivative of vector r2 with respect to s. Derivative of r2 with respect to s, that is r12 into u dash plus r22 into v dash. Now we can substitute the values of r1 dash and r2 dash in this equation. So we get the value of r double dash. R double dash is the derivative of vector r, second order derivative of vector r with respect to parameter s. So this becomes r1 into u double dash plus r2 into v double dash plus r11 into u dash square plus 2 times r12 into u dash v dash plus r22 into v dash square. Now let us take dot product of this vector on both sides with vector r1. So left side will become r double dash dot r1. Here r1 dot r1, that will be e, this term as it is. r1 dot r2, that is f, v double dash as it is. Here taking dot product with r1, this will become r1 dot r11 u dash square. Here this will become 2 times r1 dot r12 u dash v dash, and here taking dot product with r1, this term will become r1 dot r22 v dash square. Now by using the normal property of geodesics, r double dash dot r1, that will be 0 because this is along the normal to the surface and this is tangential vector, so their dot product will be 0. So this expression becomes 0. Now in the same way, we have r double dash dot r2, that is 0. So we will get same kind of expression as we have obtained here. If we take the dot product of this vector with r2, we will get f u double dash plus g v double dash plus r2 dot r11 u dash square plus 2 times r2 dot r12 u dash v dash plus R2 dot R22 V dash square, and this is 0 because this dot product is 0. Thus we have obtained the two equations. Now in these two equations we require the 6 dot products. First R1 dot R11, second R1 dot R12, then R1 dot R22, R2 dot R11, R2 dot R12, R2 dot R22. So let us find these 6 dot products one by one and substitute in these two equations. So firstly, because R1 dot R1, that is by definition fundamental magnitude E, R1 dot R2, that is the fundamental magnitude F, and R2 dot R2, that is the fundamental magnitude G. Now let us find R1 dot R11. From here, if we do the partial derivative of this with respect to U, that will be 2 times R1 dot R11. So taking this 2 here on the left side, R1 dot R11 is half of curl by curl U of R1 dot R1. So that will become half of curl E by curl U. Now the partial derivative of E with respect to parameter U, that is denoted by E1. So R1 dot R11, this is half of E1. Now in the same way we can find R1 dot R12. R1 dot R12, that is obtained by having the partial derivative of this term with respect to V. If we differentiate this term partially with respect to V, that will be 2 times R1 dot R12. Taking to the left side, so R1 dot R12 is half of this term, and this term is curl E by curl V. So we get curl E by curl V is E2. So this will become half of E2. Now let us find this term R1 dot R22. Now R1 dot R22, that can be obtained from the partial derivative of R1 dot R2 with respect to V. So by using product rule, we get R1 dot R22 plus R12 dot R2. So from here we can find this term, that will be given by curl V of R1 dot R2 minus R12 dot R2. Now curl V of R1 dot R2, that is because R1 dot R2, that is F, so that will become curl F by curl V. Curl F by curl V is F2. So this term will become F2 minus half of G1. So we have obtained the dot products which are occurring in the equation 1. In the same way, we can find these 3 dot products which are occurring in the equation number 2, which are given by R2 dot R11. This is F1 minus half of G2. R2 dot R12, that is half G1, because G1 is curl by curl U of G. G is R2 dot R2. So by using product rule, this will be 2 times R2 dot R12. So R2 dot R12, that is half of G1. In the same way you can find R2 dot R22, that is half of G2. We can substitute these 3 values in the equation number 2. So if we put all the values, we get the equations 1 and 2. After substituting the values of all the dot products, they will become E into U double dash plus F into V double dash plus half into E1 U dash square plus E2 into U dash V dash plus F2 minus half G1 into V dash square is equal to 0. And the equation second, after substituting these 3 values, that takes the form F into U double dash plus G into V double dash plus F1 minus half E2 into U dash square plus G1 into U dash V dash plus half G2 V dash square is equal to 0. So these are the general differential equations of the geodesic on the surface. These differential equations can be written in another 2 forms also. Now the another form of these 2 differential equations, they are in terms of the derivatives with respect to the parameter S. Now this equation 3 can be written in the form d by ds of EU dash plus FV dash is equal to half of E1 U dash square plus 2f1 plus u dash v dash plus g1 v dash square. And the equation 4 that can also be written in the form of derivative with respect to arc length, and that is given by d by ds of fu dash plus gv dash is equal to half of e2 u dash square plus 2 times f2 u dash v dash plus g2 v dash square. So these two equations are the another form of geodesics differential equations on a given surface. And the another form, third form, that is obtained by solving these two equations 3 and 4 for the terms u double dash and v double dash, which are given by the expressions u double dash is negative of l u dash square plus 2m u dash v dash plus n v dash square, and v double dash is also an expression of the same form, which is minus of lambda u dash square plus 2 mu u dash v dash plus nu v dash square. Here these L, M, N, lambda, mu, nu, these are the expressions in the first fundamental magnitudes E, F, G and their partial derivatives with respect to u and v. Now these two equations, they can be combined to form a single differential equation. So if we multiply this equation by the term dv by du into ds by du whole square and the equation 6 by ds by du whole square, and we subtract the two equations after the multiplication, we get a single differential equation for the geodesics, which is given by d2v by du2 is equal to n into dv by du whole cube plus 2m minus v into dv by du whole square minus L minus 2 mu into dv by du minus lambda. So this is the single equivalent differential equation for the geodesics on a given surface.